Okay, America. So I'm obsessed with the Glee Project. Glee, not so much, which kind of sucks since what they win is they get to be on Glee. But the Glee Project, I think, is awesome. Um, the first episode is online now on Hulu. Go watch it. And I've been revving myself up for this, doing my research on every person, getting the scoop, on all these talented people. I wrote notes during the episode. I've watched the Edge of Glory video like 5 times now, taking notes. And so I'm gonna just do a little Glee Project recap, think through thing. So I'm just gonna go on my list. Nellie. I just realized how embarrassing her name's Nellie. I'm not gonna go there though. I think she has a super sexy voice. She's like super different, but like it's like nice, very Sade. And I was trying to watch like everyone's interviews with that other chick and whatever, and so Nellie was kind of boring though. I just didn't want to watch all of her, and for a little bit I thought she was the fat girl, or not the fat girl, but the one who had like on the episode was like, oh, I had gastric bypass, but I don't think that's her, right? I don't think it's her. So there's Nellie. I think she'll do okay, but she didn't seem too comfortable talking to the girl, and so I don't know how she'll do acting-wise. She has a great voice, though, so maybe Ryan will keep her around. I don't know if she has a sad story, though, also, so maybe that could be an issue, or maybe she does. I'm getting confused. She's one of those people that has, like, no face. Like, I just don't remember her, so that might be an issue. Michael. When I first saw the video and I hadn't seen the episode, thank God the episode makes him look like very charming and he's kind of cute and he's like the youngest kid there and he loves calculus and math or whatever. So, yeah, he's more charming than I thought. I thought he was just going to be some other hot guy, but he's not. So that's good. But also in the Lady Gaga thing, he kind of was like lame. Maybe I shouldn't say lame since that's offensive. And there's people with disabilities in the show. So he's not lame. That's offensive. I'm sorry. But he's kind of, when he was acting, he was just kind of like, oh, I don't know. So who knows? Maybe he'll get better. Abraham is the Asian with the red hair. Great voice, but I don't care about him. I just don't. He's kind of like just there for me. I don't know. I think I read somewhere that he wants to be a lawyer in real life, but wants to do this first. So I'm just like, whatever. Cannon fodder. Charlie is my favorite guy. Super charming, great voice. He just seems so relaxed, and he's probably one of the best actors in the video. He's kind of like interacting, and it's not like forced or robotic. And he's like talking about, in his interview, if you watch it, he's like, I was in a frat once, but I hated it, so I quit. Oh, okay. And he looks what Finn should look like, methinks. Also, the way he sings, he like enunciates everything. If you listen, like, people are singing, right? But he's like talk singing, and I don't know. I think he sounds good and different, whatever. Next is Blake, who is obviously the hottest guy, and he's just super hot with his hair, and he's like, whatever. But he's on the episode, he's talking about like how he wants to be the funny character, but really, there's like serious underneath. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna be the funny character. If you make it to the show, you're gonna be just the eye candy, and that's it. And he sells parrots, and I guess I read somewhere that he's a juggler, so that's kind of whatever. But also, like, he was like, oh, I just moved to LA because I just needed to really try acting. Only hot people do that, and like, they're the only people that should do that because, really, we're kidding. So he's super hot. His voice is meh, so he was meh. Maxfield, dude, super mask, mountain man, ruggedness. I read that he like wants. I don't know what I read. Something about him winning back the respect of a girl that he loved. It's very manly, Maxfield. From the two country guys that were on the episode, they obviously picked the better one. The other guy had just like a weird look about him, and also he had a situation. But Maxfield, love him. In the video though, like he's like, I'm on the edge of glory and I'm being weird, and so his acting was not cute. And he told this story during his interview that he found out about the show because he was watching Oxygen at 2 a.m. Maxfield, doing homework. Okay, homework. And he like went down to the country bar where he sings and saw McKinley from season 1 of Glee Project, who I love. She was like the black country girl, which I was super into. She obviously went home too early. But so that's Maxfield. He doesn't have a sob story. He's just like a big He's a big mask buff guy who probably, I don't know, unless Ryan is like super butthurt about getting a country guy on the show or country on the show, I don't think he'll be there too long since he doesn't have a story. And really, you need a story. Eileen, I think maybe it's Eileen. I don't know. Can we pause on her because is she or is she not like what you thought of when you're reading The Hunger Games? What Fox face would look like? Because she has a foxy face. She looks like she's sneaking around. I thought I was gonna hate her. I thought she was gonna be like, even from the auditions, she was just kind of like, her voice is, I mean, like, I think she might be the weakest vocally from the girls. But, and on the show, though, she starts kind of at the very end when she's talking to Ryan, she's breaking out like, oh, she's Muslim, and she can't wear tampons, and her mom doesn't know that she kisses boys, and it's like, oh no. But when she gets really good during her interview, she's just like, yeah, I like being sexy, and there's something about the show pushes sexual boundaries. So how are her parents gonna do that? How can she put? And she was like, that's how I am in real life. I'm pushing sexual boundaries all the time, and I thought that was fucking amazing. You go, girl. I think that her personality will get her far, I think, in this competition. I watched her entire video and I was just like, yes, I can talk to you. We can be BFFs. So yeah, next is Tyler, who's I read he says that he's transgendered, and they show the picture of him as a girl, and he was a cute girl. I think I know a lot of girls. I know a lot of girls that remind me of him, or vice versa, whatever. And he moves like a lot of girls that I know. I think Entertainment Weekly said that he was adopted, and he's Jewish and biracial, and so he's got like the cornucopia of stories to tell. His singing voice is a little cray though, and I mean obviously transgendered, and so it's weird to kind of hear. It sounds like a cartoon, but he's super cute though, and I kind of liked him during his interview, and he does seem natural, but it's like very like full of energy. He says that he loves Sarah Bareilles, and I love Sarah Bareilles, so I was like, yay, Tyler. I don't know how long he'll stay though, because I don't know if Ryan can kind of bring all of that. I mean, this kid has so much stuff. I just don't know. His voice, I mean, the voice isn't terribly strong, and then it's good to have one story, but he has like a million stories, and I just don't know. I don't know. Also, okay, so whatever. Tyler is just too crazy. Lily, she was like my early favorite just because I was like, oh my god, look at this big girl. She's just amazing, and she's pretty and beautiful, and I was rooting for the big girl last season. I forgot her name, Hannah. I loved her, and I was just gutted when she left. And so I was rooting for Lily before I even saw this episode. And so I'm watching the episode and waiting for her to come out, and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And she's singing, and it's amazing. But then she starts coming off a little, I don't know if I want to say she's bitchy, but she was just kind of reminded me of that girl from last season who was like the 3rd place winner or whatever, or 4th place winner, who can sing amazing, but like just has this kind of edge. And that might be just because of I don't know, whatever it is. It's kind of like rubs you the wrong way. But she seems like a queen bee type girl. And she wasn't that funny. I was just like, I don't really want to listen to you talk. But I liked when she was like, I don't want to be seen as the big girl, and she kept on flipping her hair like she knows she's the shit. And she told like a lot of good stories though, about being big and whatever, and so that's nice. So whatever. Shanna, who I thought I was gonna hate, I thought she was gonna be like the bitchy girl just from seeing the Lady Gaga video, but then in the episode, she was like so sweet, and she's from Alabama, y'all. And her mom like does drugs until she lives with her grandparents, and her people call her a crack baby. And I was like, oh my god, Shanna. I read that she plays tuba and trombone, and she's a swimmer, and she obviously has the strongest voice. I mean, from the video, I mean, the Lady Gaga thing, like she's hands down done, strongest voice. So she'll go far. Taryn, oh thank God she got her hair done, y'all. I mean, I was seeing in the episode, I was like, who is this girl? Like she sounds great, but her hair is crazy. But in the video, she has like this nice. I was like, ooh. Love her voice. Probably gonna go far if she kind of like breaks out of her shell maybe a little bit. Her interview was kind of like shy maybe. I read that she's a trained aerialist, so there's that. She's got tattoos though, and Ryan likes tattoos, so they're good stories. So there's that. Danny, aka Justin Bieber. Love her voice, love her look, great actor. Kind of maybe, I don't know though. Her interview was kind of blah, like, oh yeah, I'm ambiguous. Okay, well, next. But I like her. Allie is the girl in the wheelchair who apparently auditioned for season 1 or season, I don't know. She auditioned for something, but she couldn't because she was in a show. She went to NYU, so when in her interview, she's like selling herself. She's like, oh yeah, like I can adapt to everything, and good for you, girl. Her voice is weird though. In the Lady Gaga video, she's kind of like it's nasal. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the song. I don't know what it is. And last but not least, Mario, who is the blind guy, who is way funnier, has a great sense of humor and personality than the other blind guy. There was like 2 blind guys in the audition. There was 2 wheelchair people, and they picked one of each. And I think they made that decision because Mario has this bubbly, and he's just like, yeah, like whatever, I'm blind, but I'm awesome, and I'm gonna do my best. The other guy was like, feel sorry for myself, and and he sounds amazing. Jesus, I don't know how far he'll go. I mean, when they're like learning how to dance, and I was just like, oh, this is gonna be hard for him during the show. So I don't know how long. I imagine he'll be in the bottom a lot, but I imagine he'll save himself a lot also. Just kind of like weed him out. So that's that. That's the top 14, and that's my. Oh my God, this is so long, but I don't care because I love the show. My early favorites to take the whole thing. Charlie. I mean, during the audition, he was like saying 4 bars, and Ryan Murphy's like, "Okay, done. You're automatically in. Thank you." He's like hot, but like nerdy and like kind of masculine. He is Finn, and we heard them saying they were looking for a new Finn. So I think, and he looks really young. His face is amazing. So I think Charlie's early favorite. Let's see. I love all these people, but nope. And then Shanna also, crack baby, tuba player. Yeah, her personality, singing, just acting is all there. So that's my top boy and top girl. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. See you guys whenever the next episode comes up, and I'll just put another one up, and it'll be awesome. Bye.